Hey folks, how's it going? So I thought I'd make a quick video and tell you the update, the most latest information with the house. I've been trying to schedule the home inspection, and it's making me a little crazy. The utilities are off. It's been winterized. I told you that before because it's a HUD repossession. So I paid the money to have it de-winterized, and I went to schedule the home inspection. And I can't get propane in because they have a minimum of a 200-gallon delivery, and I'm not paying for 200 gallons until I know it's my house. And the tank is, if it is my house, then I'm having the tank moved because right now it's in front of the house. How stupid is that? Anyway, I only need the utilities on for the inspection day. The electric company said that the minimum they'll do is 3 days. And the water company said they would do 1 day, but they would only do a weekday, and I have to be there when they turn it on and all that. So, I've been a little bit stressed because originally when I talked to the home inspector, he said he could do a weekend, and that was before I knew about the water company. I wasn't going to have the water turned on, and just have him check the best he could on pipes and stuff for the inspection. Because I live in an area where if excuse me, if the water was turned on for a couple of days, because originally I was told everything would be on for 3 days. So if that were the case, there's a chance that the pipes would freeze and burst. And don't want to have to pay for that, and I don't want to do anything to cause the contract to be nullified. So, playing phone tag with the inspector. Well, actually, he hasn't called back. But I contacted the electric company, got it all scheduled for the weekend. Then the realtor called me today and said, how's it going with getting the inspection set up? I said, I've left 2 messages. I haven't heard back from him. And then she said, why don't you think again about having the water turned on, because it's supposed to be nice all weekend. The lows are supposed to be like in the 30s, and then the highs maybe in the 40s, maybe 50 even. And they said, yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about it. And so I called the water company, and they'll only turn it on a weekday and only for 1 day. So then I was like, oh, jeez. So I called the realtor back and told her, I said, Friday is the only day this week I can do it. We're working on a timeline here. And I just looked and saw that my sweatshirt's laying up there. Sorry. That looked crappy. Anyway, so we're working on a timeline here, because I only had so many days to have the inspection done before we have to move to the next step or the contract is null. So I'm getting a little stressed about this because now it's like, no, you can't do the weekend, even though I've already set the electricity up for the weekend. And then, so the realtor called, I don't know what I said last, but I called her and told her, and I said, Friday was the only day I could do it this week. And then I told her I hadn't heard back from the home inspector. And she said, well, I'll give him a call and see what I can find out. So maybe she has a different number for him. I don't know. So then she called me back and said he can't do the weekend and he can't do Friday, but he can do Monday or Tuesday. Well, I think Tuesday is the last day we have before I can say, I approved the home inspection and all of that or what. And I don't want to wait till that day because I won't have a full written report from him until at least Wednesday. So I was like, okay, I guess we have to do it Monday, even though I've been bugging her about this since last Friday. Anyway, so now I have to call the water company back and say, nope, not Friday, let's do Monday. And I have to call the electric company back and say, if you want it on for 3 days, then you're going to have to turn it on Saturday, because there's no guarantee they would turn it off Monday later than when we're there for the inspection, which is supposed to be at noon. So now I have to see if they can turn it on Sunday. I don't know. It's driving me freaking nuts. And I know this is just typical stuff that goes on when you buy a house. It's just, given that there are those deadlines that HUD has, because I'm buying it from them, you know, it makes me a little more stressed out. And I have this realtor that, you know, she's been good as far as realtors go. I mean, they tend to be a lazy batch. I hope I'm not offending anybody who's a realtor or who knows someone who is, but my experience and my friends' experience has been that you're really doing all the work. They're just mostly there to, you know, unlock the door and collect their commission. So anyway, I've just been stressed. Today's really been bad because it's been hectic trying to figure all that out. So, I don't know. It makes me crazy because, I don't know, has anybody ever had a shot of epinephrine? Not taken it, but like, one time I had a shot of epinephrine when I had an allergy shot. I had a severe reaction, and they gave me a shot of epinephrine. And it made me feel like my insides, my veins and everything, the blood was like running through my veins. And at the same time, I just wanted to lay down, and I was kind of like paralyzed. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm not liking this anxiety business going on. So anyway, not much I can do about it except try to take some deep breaths and relax. So yeah, today I couldn't wait to get home. I had running around to do. I was excited to get home so I could just veg on the computer a little bit. Oh, plus in the midst of all of this, a while back I had applied for a part-time job, and I was like, I didn't hear anything, and I was like, okay, they didn't, they weren't interested, whatever. So the same day that I got a call that I had won the bid on the house, I got called for an interview, to schedule a telephone interview for the job I applied for. And then 2 days later I had an in-person interview, and let's see, this is Tuesday, yesterday, I went down and met with the HR director and went through some of the paperwork and stuff, and then she gave me a folder with more paperwork to take home. It's all tax paperwork to take home and fill out. And then tomorrow I'm going in for about 6.5 hours for orientation. And then next week, 3 days, I have to have training, because in Ohio you have to take certain training before you can work with people with disabilities. And so one of those trainings is a nursing course, basically, and it's a 2-day training. And then the other is first aid and CPR, and then I have to take behavior support class, and then I have to take, I forget all the classes. But anyway, next week I'll be in class 3 days a week from 9 to 4:30. So that's why I couldn't do the anything with the inspection next week. On top of the fact that I think that cuts us beyond the date. So trying to juggle everything's just making me a little bit too crazy. So yeah, I'm about ready to take a break from everything. Actually, as it turns out, I'll have now Friday free except for my physical for the job, and then I should be free Saturday and Sunday, so I can have a veg day, which I'm gonna need. And maybe it'll be Sunday and my sister's off and we can just hang out and do something fun. Anyway, I've talked for almost 10 minutes, and Survivor's on, and I want to go watch it, so I will catch you all later. Bye.